I long for the day when I don't have to preface my Republican by conservative. Again, for those of you that are here, which I think are most of you for the event tonight, appreciate you coming. We have been doing town halls, meet and greets like this all across the district, all 7 counties. And fortunately, in my situation, most people remember who I am, having served in Congress for this district for that term from 06 to 08. And then the tsunami took place in 08, and I was given an opportunity to do a lot of honey-do list. My wife Sue is here, if you haven't met her. She's the one that picks up the votes that I lose myself. So if you want to vote for her by voting for the name, go ahead. But in the process of that time losing the election, 2 points, but 2 points nonetheless. In a unique election time when we had a lot of people looking for hope and change, and a person who was talking hope and change and doing a pretty good job talking about it. And we had a candidate at the top of our ticket as Republicans who was really unwilling to candidate, certainly in Michigan, when he decided to step up and announce that he was walking out. And oh, by the way, manufacturing will never return, so get over it. We went from 12 points up to 2 points up in 2 weeks, and that was a week before the election. This time, I think people have rethought a few things. And as I go all across this district, the 2 words I hear more than anything else, 2 words I have never heard as much as I've heard this time, are the words fear and scared. And it's a shame that American people have to use those terms about their country and the fear that they have that they're losing their country and scared that we won't turn it around. And so I'll answer you right from the top. If the question is, really, Tim, do you think we can turn it around? Do you think we can restore it? And my answer is a resounding yes. And the key reason is because we're Americans. We do those type of things. And we can go the wrong way and then right the ship. Now we've got some challenges in righting this ship. We've got $1 trillion budget deficits. We've got entitlements that have expanded by leaps and bounds. We have a takeover. And stop and think about it. If we wouldn't tell you what country it was, and we said the government owned 61% of the two key motor car companies, they basically own the financial institutions in this country. They now will control health care and tell you what you can and can't buy. Would you say that that's America? Most of us would say no, it would never happen. And yet that's where we're at right now. And I think that's why people have gone to tea parties. They've gone to 9/12 groups. They've become independents. Reagan Democrats are returning and saying, we want to take back this country. We want to do it on the principle that government ought to be limited. We ought to spend less. We ought to tax less. We ought to regulate less. We ought to allow the private sector to be the foundation of the economy and let them have all the latitude possible within legalities to make our economy work again. And that's what I'm seeing all across this district and what excites me about the race that I'm in to regain your seat in Congress for common sense, conservative values. How's it going? Well, first of all, the most recent poll shows me 10 points up on Mark Schauer, the congressman sitting in the seat right now. That's not hard to understand. When a guy votes for the bloated $1 trillion deficit plus Pelosi budget with 9,000 earmarks in it, tells you that he opposed those earmarks by voting for so-called amendments and then votes for the budget anyway. When he votes for cap and trade against his district, against the farmers, the manufacturers that are left in the district, against the private citizens, that will not only increase our energy costs, but will destroy our economy. Will take away more jobs.